Yes, a neutral wire is generally required for both dryers and ranges. The reason for this requirement lies in the way these appliances utilize electrical power and the need for a complete circuit to operate safely and effectively. Electrical power is typically supplied in North American residences as 120 volts and 240 volts alternating current. Dryers and ranges often use both voltages to power different components. For example, a dryer might use 240 volts for the heating element to dry clothes and 120 volts for the motor that turns the drum on the controls. Similarly, an electric range may use 240 volts for the heating elements in the stovetop burners and oven, while using 120 volts for the control panel, lights, and timers. The neutral wire provides the return path for the 120 volts current. Without a neutral wire, the 120 volts components would not be able to complete their circuits, and therefore would not function. Moreover, the neutral wire plays a crucial role in safety. It is connected to the grounding system at the service panel, which helps to ensure that any fault current, such as a short circuit, has a low impedance path back to the source. This low impedance path allows the overcurrent protection device, such as a circuit breaker or fuse, to quickly trip and interrupt the circuit, preventing electrical shock hazards and reducing the risk of fire. The National Electrical Code, NEC, provides specific requirements for the installation of dryers and ranges, including the sizing and connection of the neutral conductor. The NEC mandates that the neutral conductor must be sized appropriately to carry the expected neutral load. This is typically based on the anticipated current draw of the 120 volts components within the appliance. For example, NEC section 250.24 C1 specifies the grounding electrode conductor connection to the neutral conductor at the service equipment. This connection ensures that the neutral is properly grounded, providing a safe and reliable electrical system. When installing a dryer or range, it is essential to follow the manufacturer's instructions and local electrical codes. These guidelines will provide specific information on the proper wiring methods, conductor sizes, and grounding requirements for your particular appliance. It is also important to use the correct type of wiring and connectors that are listed for the intended application. For instance, when connecting a dryer or range to the electrical system, it is common to use a 4-wire connection, which includes 2 hot wires, a neutral wire, and a separate equipment grounding conductor. This 4-wire connection provides a dedicated path for fault current, further enhancing safety. In older installations, a 3-wire connection might have been used, where the neutral conductor was also used as the equipment grounding conductor. However, the NEC now generally requires a 4-wire connection for new installations to improve safety and reduce the risk of electrical shock. If you are unsure about the proper wiring methods or have any questions about the electrical code requirements, it is always best to consult with a qualified electrician. A licensed electrician can assess your electrical system, provide expert advice, and ensure that your dryer and range are installed safely and in compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. Ignoring the requirement for a neutral wire or improperly installing a dryer or range can create a dangerous situation. It could lead to electrical shock, fire hazards, and damage to the appliance and electrical system. Therefore, it is crucial to prioritize safety and follow all applicable guidelines when working with electricity. In summary, the neutral wire is a vital component of the electrical circuit for dryers and ranges. It provides the return path for 120 volts current, ensures the proper functioning of appliance components, and plays a critical role in safety by providing a low impedance path for fault current. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions, local electrical codes, and consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns. Proper installation and maintenance of electrical appliances are essential for protecting yourself, your family, and your property from electrical hazards. Consider the following points regarding the necessity of a neutral wire for dryers and ranges. Firstly, voltage requirements. Dryers and ranges often require both 240 volts for heating and 120 volts for controls, timers, and lights. The neutral wire allows the appliance to utilize both voltages by providing a return path for the 120-volt circuit. Secondly, circuit completion. The neutral wire completes the 120-volt circuit, enabling the low-voltage components of the appliance to function properly. Without a neutral wire, these components would not receive power, and the appliance would not operate as intended. Thirdly, safety grounding. The neutral wire is connected to the grounding system at the service panel, which provides a low impedance path for fault current. This allows the overcurrent protection device to quickly trip in the event of a short circuit, preventing electrical shock and fire hazards. Fourthly, code compliance. The National Electrical Code, NEC, requires a neutral wire for dryers and ranges to ensure safe and reliable operation. Failure to comply with the NEC can result in code violations and potential safety hazards. Fifthly, 4-wire versus 3-wire connections. Newer installations typically require a 4-wire connection, which includes 2 hot wires, a neutral wire, and a separate equipment grounding conductor. This configuration provides a dedicated path for fault current, enhancing safety. Sixthly, older installations. Older installations may have used a 3-wire connection, where the neutral wire also served as the equipment grounding conductor. However, this practice is generally discouraged in new installations due to safety concerns. Seventhly, appliance functionality. Without a neutral wire, the 120 volts components of the dryer or range will not function. This can include the dryer drum motor, control panel, lights, timers, and other features that rely on 120 volts power. Eighthly, risk of electrical shock. Improperly wiring a dryer or range without a neutral wire can increase the risk of electrical shock. If a fault occurs, the appliance's metal parts could become energized, posing a serious hazard to anyone who touches them. Ninthly, fire hazard. A missing or improperly connected neutral wire can also create a fire hazard. Fault current may flow through unintended paths, causing overheating and potentially igniting nearby combustible materials. Tenthly, professional installation. It is always recommended to have a qualified electrician install dryers and ranges to ensure that the wiring is done correctly and safely. An electrician will be familiar with the NEC requirements and can properly size and connect the neutral wire, as well as perform other necessary safety checks. Now let's discuss some additional details concerning the necessity of the neutral wire for dryers and ranges, diving deeper into the technical aspects and safety considerations. Firstly, the role of impedance. Impedance is the total opposition to the flow of alternating current in an electrical circuit. It includes both resistance and reactance. A low impedance path is essential for fault current to flow quickly and reliably back to the source, allowing the overcurrent protection device to trip. Secondly, grounding versus bonding. Grounding refers to connecting the electrical system to the earth, providing a reference point for voltage and helping to stabilize the system. Bonding refers to connecting all metal parts of the electrical system together to create a low impedance path for fault current. Both grounding and bonding are essential for electrical safety. Thirdly, neutral current. The neutral wire carries the unbalanced current in the 3-wire circuit. In a perfectly balanced circuit, the current in the neutral wire would be 0. However, in most practical applications, the loads are not perfectly balanced and the neutral wire carries some amount of current. Fourthly, sizing the neutral conductor. The National Electrical Code, NEC, provides specific guidelines for sizing the neutral conductor. The size of the neutral conductor must be adequate to carry the expected neutral load, which is typically based on the anticipated current draw of the 120 volts components within the appliance. Fifthly, voltage drop. Voltage drop refers to the decrease in voltage along a conductor due to its resistance. Excessive voltage drop can cause appliances to malfunction and can also increase the risk of overheating. The NEC provides guidelines for minimizing voltage drop by selecting conductors of appropriate size and length. Sixthly, harmonics. Harmonics are distortions in the alternating current waveform that can be caused by nonlinear loads such as electronic devices. Harmonics can increase the current in the neutral wire and can also cause overheating of transformers and other electrical equipment. Seventhly, GFCI protection. Ground fault circuit interrupters, GFCIs, are devices that detect small amounts of current leakage to ground and quickly interrupt the circuit. GFCIs are required in many locations, such as bathrooms and kitchens, to protect against electrical shock hazards. Eighthly, FSI protection. Arc fault circuit interrupters, FSIs, are devices that detect arc faults, which are dangerous electrical conditions that can cause fires. FSIs are required in many locations, such as bedrooms, to protect against fire hazards. Ninthly, surge protection. Surge protection devices, SPDs, are devices that protect electrical equipment from voltage surges, such as those caused by lightning strikes. SPD are recommended for all electrical systems to protect against damage to sensitive electronic equipment. Tenthly, regular inspections. Regular electrical inspections are essential for maintaining a safe and reliable electrical system. A qualified electrician can identify potential problems and recommend necessary repairs or upgrades. Now let's talk more about the specific scenarios where neutral wire is absolutely critical for dryers and ranges. Firstly, electric dryers. Electric dryers typically use 240 volts for the heating element and 120 volts for the motor, controls, and lights. The neutral wire provides the return path for the 120 volts current, allowing these components to function properly. Secondly, electric ranges. Electric ranges typically use 240 volts for the heating elements in the stovetop burners and oven, and 120 volts for the control panel, lights, and timers. The neutral wire provides the return path for the 120 volts current, allowing these components to function properly. Thirdly, combination appliances. Some appliances, such as combination washer-dryer units, may use both 240 volts and 120 volts. In these cases, a neutral wire is essential for the 120 volts components to operate. Fourthly, smart appliances. Many modern appliances, such as smart dryers and ranges, have electronic controls and features that require 120 volts power. A neutral wire is necessary to provide this power. Fifthly, energy efficiency. Some energy-efficient appliances use electronic controls to optimize performance and reduce energy consumption. These controls typically require 120 volts power, necessitating a neutral wire. Sixthly, safety features. Many appliances have safety features, such as thermal cutoffs and door interlocks, that rely on 120 volts power. A neutral wire is essential for these safety features to function properly. Seventhly, code requirements. The National Electrical Code, NEC, specifically requires a neutral wire for dryers and ranges to ensure safe and reliable operation. Failure to comply with the NEC can result in code violations and potential safety hazards. Eighthly, warranty considerations. Many appliance manufacturers require that their products be installed in accordance with the NEC and local codes. Failure to do so may void the warranty. Ninthly, insurance implications. If an electrical fire or shock occurs due to improper wiring, the insurance company may deny coverage if the installation does not comply with the NEC and local codes. Tenthly, peace of mind. Knowing that your appliances are wired correctly and safely can provide peace of mind and reduce the risk of electrical hazards. Now consider the potential consequences of not having a neutral wire connected properly. Firstly, appliance malfunction. Without a properly connected neutral wire, the 120 volts components of the dryer or range will not function. This can render the appliance useless or significantly reduce its functionality. Secondly, electrical shock hazard. If the neutral wire is not properly connected, the metal parts of the appliance could become energized, posing a serious electrical shock hazard. Thirdly, fire hazard. A missing or improperly connected neutral wire can cause fault current to flow through unintended paths, leading to overheating and potentially causing a fire. Fourthly, damage to the appliance. Improper wiring can damage the appliance's electronic components, shortening its lifespan and requiring costly repairs. Fifthly, code violations. Failure to comply with the National Electrical Code, NEC, can result in code violations, fines, and legal liability. Sixthly, voided warranty. Many appliance manufacturers require that their products be installed in accordance with the NEC and local codes. Failure to do so may void the warranty, leaving you responsible for any repair costs. Seventhly, insurance denial. If an electrical fire or shock occurs due to improper wiring, the insurance company may deny coverage, leaving you responsible for any damages. Eighthly, increased energy consumption. Improper wiring can cause the appliance to operate inefficiently, leading to increased energy consumption and higher utility bills. Ninthly, safety risks for occupants. Improper wiring can create safety risks for the occupants of the building, including electrical shock, fire, and injury. Tenthly, decreased property value. Electrical problems can decrease the value of your property and make it more difficult to sell. Let's briefly discuss the importance of consulting with a qualified electrician. Firstly, expertise and knowledge. A qualified electrician has the expertise and knowledge to properly install and maintain electrical systems in accordance with the National Electrical Code (NEC) and local codes. Secondly, safety. A qualified electrician is trained to work safely with electricity and can identify and mitigate potential hazards. Thirdly, code compliance. A qualified electrician is familiar with the NEC and local codes and can ensure that your electrical system complies with all applicable regulations. Fourthly, proper wiring techniques. A qualified electrician uses proper wiring techniques and materials to ensure a safe and reliable electrical system. Fifthly, troubleshooting skills. A qualified electrician has the troubleshooting skills to identify and repair electrical problems quickly and efficiently. Sixthly, diagnostic tools. A qualified electrician has access to specialized diagnostic tools to test and analyze electrical systems. Seventhly, permits and inspections. A qualified electrician can obtain the necessary permits and inspections for electrical work, ensuring that the installation meets all code requirements. Eighthly, liability protection. Hiring a qualified electrician can protect you from liability in the event of an electrical accident or fire. Ninthly, warranty support. Some appliance manufacturers require that their products be installed by a qualified electrician in order to maintain the warranty. Tenthly, peace of mind. Knowing that your electrical system is installed and maintained by a qualified electrician can provide peace of mind and reduce the risk of electrical hazards.